Listen.
Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Div Tech 101, aka Black Mantle, as I discuss information technology, also known as IT. You know, getting your first IT job is only the beginning. Only the beginning. After we done went through episodes 1 through 7, and with this being the final series here to this breaking into IT series, and I'm thinking about doing some other ones here. So definitely stay tuned into the channel and everything. But I want to cover ways that you can keep building your IT skills through certifications, home labs, and continuous learning so you can move beyond your entry level and grow your career. And I'm going to provide you some insightful, helpful information. Some of it is free, some of it's going to cost you a little bit of money. And I'm not standing behind any kind of AI. I'm not standing behind any kind of fake videos. Like, this is actually a real person here. Me being real, talking to you as is. But here's the thing you have to learn. You know, I IT is changing so fast because there are so many different new forms of technology that is popping up. For example, you look into robotics, you look into your glasses with your cameras in them and record. Like, it's all different kinds of things because the different tools that we use is changing each and every single day. And employers do look at those particular skill sets because a lot of times they may not be able to purchase them all, when they first come out. It may take them a little bit, but the thing is that they're looking for people who like to stay current in the technology space, who knows about the new things coming out, and maybe seeing how they can implement that into their company so that you can really get yourself in a much more positive space. Now, here's the thing: learning in the IT space, it never stops. It always keeps going over and over again, and that is what makes the career very exciting. I can tell you this: continuous learning may not help in the workplace in terms of your job. It's not going to be responsible for helping you continuously learn. You will 100% have to get out there on your own. You are going to have to figure it out. If you sitting there depending on work, shame on you. They're going to teach you what you need to know in order to be functional at your job. They're not going to teach you anything to level you up to help you outside of the job. You're going to have to learn on your own. You're going to have to go and look at the things that I'm telling you about in this video that is going to help you. I have been through this, and I'm giving you a real life, real world testimonial here, and this can apply to anything. I don't care if you are a carpenter out there or an electrician out there. This particular video, you're basically keeping the learning atmosphere in your mind personally, and you are leveling up your skill set so that you can find the next big thing that is supposed to be coming to you. So if this is not motivation to kick you in the behind and get you to move, is hardcore information. As I told you before, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. My channel here is to provide you the information, face value. You can take it how you want to take it. You figure out what you want to do with it, but I'm here to help you and motivate you. Because, see, I don't have to do this. I'm not creating fake videos on this in terms of a fake, video of me through some artificial intelligence. Okay. I'm giving it to you exactly how it is here. Now that you got that, and now that I got your attention, let's take a look at some of the certifications. Now we're going to look at the CompTIA certification. We're going to look at some things with the AWS. There's other ones that are out there as well that you can get. I've talked about the CIPP, which is Certified Information Privacy Professional Certification. If you're into cyberspace, looking at the IT and data governance, the Security Plus is going to be much more of your certifications circled around cybersecurity, which is kind of like the first entry point, really getting into the space itself. The A plus, I don't know. I've known people who are truly, truly new into IT. They like the A plus. They normally go out and get that. They first get into desktop support. But if you kind of know how IT works, I wouldn't recommend it. But if you just want to spend the money, go out and get the A plus. That is totally fine. It's not going to hurt anything in that regard there. So what I want to look at with you here, and I want to make sure that we definitely get into it. But for example, if you're looking for maybe like something that's around the security fundamentals, my recommendation is going to be around. Let's see here. I'll tell you what. The let's start with the security plus. That's what we're going to do. Let's start with the security plus. We can talk about that one and then we'll see how we can move forward on with it. But for example, the security plus certification, I actually have this one. I've had this one for a few years now. It is a security fundamental. If you're getting into the security field, this one is well known. It gives you the essential core skills that you need. It does have a CE version, continuing education, which means that you will have to take a renewal test that is for the continuing education piece. So you can basically go to like conferences. You can get credit for those that help you towards the cert, or you can take the test at the end to really pretty much pass it. But there's version 7 at the time this video is out. These are the sections that you definitely need to be aware of on the Security Plus. So you see, you got the general security concepts, threats, vulnerabilities, and mitigations, security architecture, security operations, and security program management and oversight. The largest portion of the test is going to deal with security operations, and you're going to need to understand most definitely a lot of the things here. Taking this and pairing it with your labs and pairing it with your day job is great. If you don't have this as your day-to-day job, pairing it with the lab and your studies, perfectly fine. There are some YouTube videos that you can watch that will really help you with this as well. Now, if you're into the cloud administration stuff, you also have, let's see, you got the AWS. All right. So AWS, Amazon Web Services, technical cloud skills to help you pretty much build virtual machines in the cloud. If you want to become a system administrator, AWS, Azure, there are some pretty good resources. You have DigitalOcean, you have Vulture, you have those different ones too. But with the AWS, the initial certification that you would get is the AWS Certified Cloud Practitioner, and they're just basically showing the fundamentals that you understand your way around AWS itself. I've had this certification right here, but if you're going to be using it on a day-to-day basis, it'll be a great one to actually get. And it tells you the number of questions that's there. The cost of this, I don't remember how much that this exam cost because it's been a few years, but you can definitely look on the AWS site. You can figure all of that out there. So I'm not going to go into detail about the cost of the certification itself. Now, with your learning and stuff like that, so you got your learning, you got your certifications, you want to most definitely build your home labs. Some people like to use DigitalOcean, some people like to use AWS. But when you're building those home labs, you got to decide if you're doing old computers physically or you're going to be doing the virtual machines in similar networking environments. I would advise to do it on the virtual side in terms of purchasing just a small amount of space on one of those platforms and learning how to connect the networks and things like that through AWS or through DigitalOcean or whatever, or Vulture or whatever. And the reason why is because when you go into companies, many companies are trying to move off prem. They're trying to move into much more cloud-based solutions. And so those cloud-based solutions are either going to fall under AWS or they are going to fall under Microsoft Azure. So definitely keep that in mind as you're moving through. VirtualBox is a pretty good resource if you want to look at a local install of something. You can use it for personal and enterprise use. It doesn't really matter which one that you decide to get. Now, if you use VirtualBox, it will walk you through the instructions on how to download the different files for the operating system, whether you're doing Debian or Microsoft or Linux or whatever. The information is readily available there. Now, VMware is a better option. That one does cost. This was more open source. You can kind of figure out which one that you would like to do. I've built plenty of home labs. I built them on like Raspberry Pis. I've built them onto the platforms of AWS. I've built them a little bit of something on Azure, but I like AWS because it's more open source. You can pair it with more things. Some people are Microsoft, friendly where they love Microsoft stuff. They prefer to go with it because they like Windows. Perfectly fine, not going to hurt anything. Definitely give those a try. Build your lab in that manner and in their way. Now, as you're going through, you can document your journey. So most definitely keep you a journal. So what I do is I will get like a couple of like notebooks. And what I do is I give me like some different little size notebooks, like legal pads or something. Get some of those, write your progress down, keep a journal log about what you're getting into because you're going to need that. It's going to help you show your progress as you move down through here. Okay. This is going to be absolutely necessary, people. You will need this. Not that you may show your employer, your personal accomplishment journal. You'll be able to actually get that hands-on skills that you can use in the work environment a little bit later. Once again, do not ever depend on a job to show you or tell you how to move and navigate in your IT career if you're in this space. You will need to learn things on your own so that you can move accordingly with that. Now, this next thing that I'm going to show you here is going to be on GitHub. And on GitHub, I've used this before to basically create some user accounts and things like that on here. This is going to be very, very helpful. My strongest advice to you is when you are on GitHub, make sure that you understand what you are doing. It is very vital that you look, get like go into the pricing, go in there and look, make sure that you can find something that's going to work from you. They got a basic license that is in there, so you can most definitely use that. Take advantage of the free things that are out here. Start with the free license here. You get so many different credits. You get so much of like storage space on like 500 megabytes, which is not a lot, but it should be enough for you to put like a little project on there. Do not go out here and get the enterprise version of this and you just starting out. Don't go over here and get that. That may be okay if you want to do that, but start the free 30 days, people. It's not going to hurt. Create you an email address that you can use to do your self-study. Try the free one. See where it goes. Then they got the platforms up here. You can pretty much go through here and see what is likely to fit with what you're into. Solutions. If you're in development operations, DevOps, dev security operations, whatever, small business and team startups, use this. Help you move. They even got learning pathways here. Tells you what you need to do and how you can move to aid the environment that you're in. They even got a GitHub skills lab here. And this takes you through the stories. First day on GitHub, introduction, can communicate using Markdown, GitHub pages, first week, and then you start getting into other bigger projects here. And just click into one. Go in here and just read the information. There is no excuse of why you shouldn't be able to self-teach yourself these things. And you can get started with GitHub in less than an hour. And keep in mind, everything that I'm showing you, I am not affiliated with. I'm not receiving any kickbacks for it. I'm just giving you my honest advice on what to look for as you're going through this, because you're going to need the necessary information in order to navigate and move through this. And even if you want to, if you like to have your personal life out there, post about setting up a small network or fixing a server or something. If you're on the system administration side, do something small that you can brag about online. Let people chime in, give you some other advice and things like that. But make sure that as you're going through this, that you're mapping the career path that you need to be on. And you need to know, okay, am I going into help desk? Am I going to system administration, cybersecurity, development, operations, security, analyst, or am I, trying to become a senior network engineer? Like every level comes from stacking consistent skills over and over again. You will need to know where you are headed in the IT space. Do not just come in here blind. I've worked with people who have no idea of what they want to actually do. I've been through that, but before, I'm telling you, don't waste your time. Don't waste nobody else's time. Figure out what it is that you are so interested in that you can actually then take that skill set and move forward. Now, each level is going to be consistent stacking skills as you're going through it. So take advantage of the GitHub platform. Look at the Oracle VirtualBox. Look at the AWS Certified Cloud Practitioner certification. Look at the Security Plus. It's the one that I discussed there with you. Like all of these are things that you can actually go into and actually learn. Because guess what, people? You have to keep on learning and you have to keep leveling up, because nobody is going to hold your hand in this space. In the IT space, I always like that think about it. You're either going to swim or you're going to sink. Pick one. Nobody's sending a lifeboat. I want to hit you all hard with this because I love motivating people about getting into the space, because I've been in it for so long. I would never have even imagined me getting this far um, at this time, because I didn't expect to do IT. Once you get into something that you're passionate about and that you absolutely love talking about, it makes you unstoppable. I believe in you. I believe that you're going to do well at this. I don't see you having any problems with this. Definitely go back, rewatch these episodes again. Since I'm helping you, you can at least go back, watch the videos in full, tell it to your family, your friends, whoever's getting into the space. This helps the channel grow. This helps me be able to create more content like this, because I'm very confident in what I'm saying to you on how this information can help you move forward as you're going down this space. And so, if you haven't learned anything else out of all these episodes, I want you to keep this in mind. Your IT career is a marathon. This is a full blown marathon. It is not a sprint. Keep learning, keep experimenting, and do not be afraid to express yourself and your thoughts. And do not be afraid to fall or fail forward. I'd much rather you fail forward than backwards, because every step that you take in this space adds up to the career that you're going to be able to want one day. And so, everyone, this was the Breaking Into IT series. I've hope that you've followed along. Hope that you've gotten a lot of useful information out here. And you know now that you have the roadmap. I've laid it out for you, did the different scenarios so that you can start from zero and build on a real IT career. Definitely make sure that you post into the channel that about your progress. I would love to hear what you going coming from, what you're going to, and I just love helping people. And if this information can help one person out there, I have changed the world a little bit, one person at a time. So I'm definitely very good gracious of that. Thank you for tuning in. Now it is your turn to take the first step. Like, listen, and subscribe. Div Tech 101, aka Black Mantle. People, look forward to bringing more content to you soon. Stay sharp, stay secure, subscribe for more tech with purpose only on Div Tech 101.